Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I'm pretty excited because I finally get the opportunity to check out the Ohlone Goat. Now this is the Goat version 1. The Goat comes to me from my friend Chris, TI Addiction, right here on YouTube. I will leave a link to his channel down in the description. Please go check out Chris's channel, TI Addiction. He's got some really good content. Smaller channel, 350-ish subscribers, but he's doing some really good stuff over there. And I really, really appreciate him sending out the Goat for me to check out. Now, this Goat is the production side of D Costa Knives, Ohlone. Now, these knives were produced by Tuya, and from what I understand, there's going to be a 2.0 coming. We know that. But I understand that those may be being built by Riot. So, very, very interesting. Now, like I said, this is the first version. Those are pretty much gone. It's a second, or not second hand, well, yeah, secondary market knife at the moment. But I show you this one now because the 2.0 is coming later this year from everything. Well, it says on ohloneknives.com that these are pretty much, version 1 is sold out until version 2 comes out later this year. Now, I'll leave a link to the website ohloneknives.com, but I will also leave a link down in the description to D Costa Knives on Facebook, because you can see some of the prototypes of the 2.0 that he is coming up with. There's, looks like a few minor differences. For the most part, it's still the Goat, and I'll kind of show you here a little bit. But man, I see more of the red marble carbon fiber that we have in this specific knife. And I see some really nice looking micarta. Maybe some, I don't know if it's micarta or G10, but there's some, man, there's some pretty cool prototypes. Y'all have to check it out on his Facebook page. But thanks again, Chris, TI Addiction, for loaning me the Goat and let me check it out. As I said, Mr. Derek Costa, his production side, Ohlone Knives by Tuya. This is just, it's a really, really nice looking knife. I mean, you guys know I am digging that red marble carbon fiber right there. Both sides, show side and clip side. Really, really nicely done. Full titanium frame, back spacer, pocket clip. As I said, you got the frame lock there, steel insert, flipper tab. Jimping on it is done pretty darn well. It's just aggressive enough to do the job, but not as so you're gonna get tired of flipping the knife and your finger get raw. It's just done really, really pretty well. Snaps out there really nice. Frame is locking up. I'd give it about 20% on the lockup. Now this one is not super drop shutty. It's a shake shut, but not bad. Riding on ceramic ball bearings. And of course, you got that nice, clean drop point blade. You guys know I am digging that. Nice stone-washed finish on it there. Choil, I mean, there's not really a choil to speak of, but it's done, looks like it's done really, really nice up to the plunge. So, I mean, you kind of, the nice part about it, though, is you can get forward on, it's not really a forward finger choil. I mean, it's kind of a sharpening choil. It's just a cutout for the flipper tab. But you can get up there pretty well and not have a whole lot. I mean, you're close to the blade, yes, and you will have to be careful, but it's not too bad. I'm liking that. Nice flat grind on it. I'm digging that stone wash. Yes, indeed. Let's get some specs on it real quick. Got a pretty good idea of what this one's going to match up with when we do our comparison, but overall we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, just as I measure it, just shy of 7 inches. So you're looking at about, I'm going to call it a 3 7/8 handle and about a 3-inch blade. Cutting edge is going to be just shy. I'm going to say the cutting edge, yeah, your cutting edge is just shy of 3 and the blade is right about 3. We'll give it that. Size comparisons, well, we'll start out with this one because this is going to be our most accurate. Just about the size of a bug out. Bug out's got it by just a little bit. A little bit on the handle and just a little bit on both ends. Probably maybe a 1/4 of an inch on the handle and then 1/4 to 3/8 on the blade overall. Then of course our PM2, and yes, the PM2 is a I would call it a much larger knife than the Goat. Get a weight on it? Oh, you know what? I don't think I said. It's an M390 blade. I forgot to mention that. M390 blade on it. Weighing in at about 2.9 ounces, so not bad. As far as I'm concerned, as far as the weight goes, it's actually really nice. 83 grams. We'll check out our pocket clip. Carries really, really nice in pocket. Not a whole lot sticking out. You know, our average is about a 1/2 inch. So this is definitely, well, above average or below average, however you want to look at it. But we're looking maybe about a 1/4 inch sticking out there. So not too bad and not a whole lot sticking out due to the profile of the handle. Good retention. Really nice in and out of pocket. It slides pretty well on that carbon fiber. So yes, indeedy. Overall, guys, I am really digging this knife. It's not a big knife, as you can tell. Like I said, it's just a little bit shorter than the bug out. So if you think the bug out's a small knife, you'll probably think the Goat is a small knife. But I can easily get a full 4-finger grip on it. That's how it looks in my 3 3/4 inch hand. But it feels really, really good in hand. Grip wise, you know what? That carbon fiber has got a decent amount of grip to it. The titanium's not bad as well. So a decent, it gives you a good solid grip. And oh man, due to the width of the handle, I mean, I can get a extremely solid grip. The size of the knife allows me to get forward if I need to on that blade, so I can get plenty of control on that blade to do, not that you would with this knife, but really good like skinning motion with this knife. Oh man, it feels really good. Feels really good. But as I said, version 1, not going to be available. You know, it's secondary market knife. But the 2.0 is coming later this year. Now, I mean, and you can check out like I said, I'll leave the link and you can check out some of the pictures on his Facebook page. But the forward portion of whatever it might be, carbon fiber, micarta, whatever, it's a little more, it's going to be rounded more. And then this side is going to come all the way down like this and come underneath the screws. So it's going to be a little bit more elongated and a little bit more sloped. It really looks nice, in my opinion. Not that I think version 2 the way the inlays are set in there look a little bit better than version 1. Completely my opinion. But version 1 is still a really, really nice looking knife. Everything, access to the frame lock is fine. Let's look at our centering. Centering is pretty darn good. I think it's just a hair to the clip side. That's kind of the way it's looking to me. Just a little bit. Lockup is super solid. No wiggle, no up and down, nothing like that. Let's look at throw. Everything is chamfered very nicely. Backspacer looks a little flush. The inlays, I can just catch the inlays. So if I had, as my good buddy Rick, if I had a nitpick, it's the inlays aren't, I mean, you can kind of catch the inlay on places. To me, that is a nitpick. I mean, trust me, I get it. It would look much better if it was flush. But the screws are, pivot screws up just a little bit. These screws, pretty darn flush. Well, overall, it's a pretty darn good looking knife. Feels really well made. Feels really good in hand. Yeah. Blue likes it. Blue gave this one a 9. And that really kind of surprised me. But he's all about the goat. So there's Blue's rating. Blue's forgotten to give me a rating on a couple of knives, so we've had to have a, you know, I've had to have a talk about that. He's sleeping on the job over there. Otherwise, Derek, you've got yourself a really, really good looking knife, well made. And it's very interesting that the version 1 was done by Tuya, and it really sounds like version 2 is going to be done by Riot if something changes. I'm sure we'll probably see that on his Facebook page or maybe even the website. Titanium M390, beautiful carbon fiber. Very, very nice knife. Thank you very much, Chris, for sending me your goat to check out. I'm super stoked. Like I said, I will leave a link to TI Addiction, Chris's YouTube channel, down in the description as well as a link to Ohlone Knives and D Costa Knives on Facebook. And I'll probably leave his Instagram there. You can find him all over the place. I'll put links down there to pretty much every Derek Costa I can find. But thanks a lot, guys, for checking out the goat with me today. Always appreciate it. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.